Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something that took me years to figure out. That is, if you want to be creative, you have got to stop learning. Now, before you think that I've lost my mind, let me clarify. We as creatives, or for that matter, anybody, we kind of get stuck in this loop of consuming and not creating. So we consume. So I would do like all the Skillshare classes, Domestika classes, whatever classes, and just consume so much that I would just not, I would almost feel paralyzed because I didn't want to get so technical about things. I didn't want to, indulge in all those perspective techniques, all those jargons. I just wanted to create, but I was feeling very paralyzed because I was just consuming. I wasn't playing with my creativity, which is the most important thing ever. Example simpler, it's almost akin to like watching swimming videos and never entering the pool to even practice once. You get my point, right? And over this decade of me being an artist, I have done different kinds of mediums. So I have done urban sketching, which is basically sketching on locations. I have exhibited these internationally and locally. It's gotten published in the media, features. I've done digital illustrations, mixed media art. I have also done pen and ink. I've done collages. I have done photo and art mix sort of a situation. And I've done art fundraisers, and it's been published in books and blah and blue. But the biggest but, I didn't find that joy in creating them beyond these milestones. What I mean by that is, if it wasn't for these exhibitions or these publications or these fundraisers, I wouldn't really do it for fun. Like I'm I want to create something. Let me just go create like an acrylic painting, or let me just go and create this illustration or something of that sort. So I kind of missed the joy of doing it voluntarily, even if there is no outcome or milestone attached to it. And all of that changed overnight with something called as sketchnoting. So sketchnoting is basically a mix of visuals and doodles to record your experiences. Now, what's the difference between sketchnoting and an illustrated journal? One is used for more serious purposes, like maybe taking notes in a meeting, or maybe describing a process. It's a bit more formal, sketchnoting. But illustrated journal is mainly for personal use, so it's like a creative record of your day. So basically, the way you journal, you also add these little visuals and doodles of what you want to add in addition to your words. And this style, that is illustrated journaling, sketchnoting, whatever you want to call it, I discovered it 2 days prior to my trip across Thailand. I just took my A5 sketchbook, 4 markers, and that was it. It was almost like going into that rom-com, where you go in expecting nothing, and then you suddenly find someone and you just hit it off. There's no friction, and you're just having a good time every time, and you choose to be with each other. This was just like that. Because the entire trip, I remember, no matter how tired I was, how busy I was, how on the go I was, I made a spread every freaking day. And the best part about this is it's basically the reason I wanted to do these was for no milestone, for no outcome. I wasn't even posting these. So it was purely just for me, and I was having so much fun doing it. And I was like, it must be like those, holiday romances, which is there only till, the holiday lasts. And I was like, when I come back to reality, I'm not going to do this. And, it's just going to be like that situationship that just, broke off because of distance or something. And I'm telling you, I am the witness that even though it's 1 month back to Hong Kong, almost 1 month back to Hong Kong from my trip, I am still making a spread every freaking day in the morning, 45 minutes. So in the morning, I do my journaling, like my normal written journaling, and then I make a record of my day, which is like a visual display of what was the day. It could be anything. It could be good, bad, like if I had a bad day. So I make a spread on that. If I had an excellent day, I make a spread on that. If I went somewhere in the weekend, I make a spread about that. So the muse is your life, which is the best part, because you're never going to run out of inspiration. I did share them on my Substack, because I was even writing about why this happened, because my Substack is about creativity, identity, and representation. So this really did fit into, at least two of the topics, because creativity is very much a part of my identity as well. And I was so thrilled to see so many people wanting to join the sessions. I mean, so basically I said I'll host like a free virtual, session, illustrated journaling, sketchnoting session, and so many of them wanted to join. So it's gonna be nice. Like, it was nice to see so many people taking interest in it and seeing how fun creativity can be if you can lower the friction to it, or lower the bar to it, like lower the expectation from it. I think that's the same with anything in life. If you want like one takeaway from this video, is that if you're in that cycle of constantly consuming and not creating, stop there, because creativity will always thrive in freedom and never in perfection. Words to live by. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.